welcome to Heavy Dice Podcast. Tonight, we have Thomas Davis.
Hello, I am playing Brazel, Human Wizard.
Sullivan Malo.
Hey, I'm playing Carve the Slasher.
Eric Wilhelm.
I'm playing Calwin, the Human Sorcerer.
So you lit the candle on the witch stone. There was some kind of noise or something that happened. And then you can make your way back to the Widow's Walk.
Do I have to roll to climb?
No, you got a rope.
Okay.
There was a tremor, right? Like, it wasn't just a noise. It felt like the house was maybe subsiding or something.
Yeah, something happened.
But it's not, like, obviously crumbling.
It's not crumbling.
All right.
I really hope that got rid of the witch once and for good. But I think we should check up with BMG to make sure there's nothing else we gotta get down to business on.
All right, shall we head down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Let's
I'll
do
move
it.
you to the third floor. Boop, boop.
So we've got a big unexplored room here on the third floor. Do we want to just keep going on down and strike up a seance, or should we check out this room?
Yeah, can we re-jog my memory as to why we rushed all the way to the roof for the witch stone?
So basically, we pulled the witch with her multi-elbowed arm out of the kitchen chimney, and then we fucking murdered her. And then we were like, oh shit, what if the witch stone is gonna res her? So we ran upstairs, we lit the candle on the witch stone, and now we're hoping that the chimney witch has now been evicted.
Yep, that sounds right. I mean, do we really care what's in the other rooms now that we've completed our
Yes.
objectives?
The guy said that we could take some hot loot if we found it.
I mean, I guess. Do we
Also,
have
I'm pretty
anything
sure
else we
that
need
if the
to do
witch is
here?
gone, most of the evil shit is also gone.
I feel like that's a very strong assumption.
I said most.
Well, and you know, if Carve is making that assumption, we can just let him prove it.
You know what? Yeah, we'll follow you around.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So what do you think,
I'm an
Carve?
inquisitor
We're gonna
now,
check
so
out-
I'm gonna solve all these mysteries in record time.
We're going to check this out,
Oh,
or
sure,
should we go
that door.
through this side? Either way is good.
So I want to ask real quick. You told us to level up between sessions, and the agreement was that we were supposed to do a long rest. Are we just gonna kind of? Did we sleep out in the storm
on the
roof?
Or I'm sorry, I don't remember. I said that you guys leveled up.
Yes.
Yeah, you did
yes.
say that.
So you're what, third level?
Yeah.
Yes.
This sounds like a setup. The DM's like, I'm sorry, I don't remember anything about any levels.
I mean,
De-level yourselves.
No, well, typically we level up after a long rest.
Right.
I think that's, gosh, what? I don't remember. I did not edit the last episode yet, so I don't really, and I haven't listened to anything. I don't really remember how it ended. I know there was a noise, and then I guess did you guys go someplace to take a long rest?
No.
I guess.
No,
just said
no,
level
we
up.
just, yeah, we lit the candle on the witch stone. We were like, all right, cool, let's end the episode. And you were like, oh, by the way, level your guys as long as you take a long rest at the beginning of your next session.
Yes, as long as you take a bit.
So-
Yeah. So let's
yeah.
just. So what we should do is we should basically retcon this and say that after the episode stopped, you guys went to some location and took a long rest, whether that's in this room or in this shitty room here, or in one of the rooms. Remember where you found the if I take you guys to second floor, you found jewelry boxes in these guest rooms. If you want to have had rested in those guest rooms.
Okay, cool.
There's
so
three
we,
of those,
We
so-
long rested and we're back on the third floor.
Okay,
Cool.
sounds grand. Okay,
So where shall we go, guys? Carve, did you want to prove that there's no evil behind this door, or prove that there's no
Actually,
evil behind this door?
Since we just woke up from that great nap,
Or this door?
I think there's one super easy way to prove whether or not the witch is gone, and that is the kitchen oven. If we just stick our arm up in there, either fire or multi-elbowed arm or nothing, or maybe muffin, but if it's not anything bad, I'm pretty sure the witch is faux show gone.
All right, let's go stick our arm up there.
I'm just gonna watch. Yeah.
No, I'm using the singular. Our arm. It's attached. It's attached to Carv's
Our
left
royal
shoulder.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it in the kitchen oven.
Okay, they're all basically the same attached here. The one that's in the.
Yeah, but the oven did it twice, so
Okay, so you go downstairs to the first floor.
yeah. Stick my hand in the oven. Does it get attacked?
Does not get attacked.
All right, I'm pretty sure that proves it. I'm completely confident there's no wish here, and I'm not even worried about anything at all harming us, especially not Chodens.
Speaking of, we should probably go down there at some point.
Yeah, we should try some new spells on.
Yeah, I think we can sweep from the top down though, just to make sure that Mark has to press as many buttons as possible.
So, what do you want? Should we go back up and look at the empty room? Do we want to go over here and seance, or should we go down there and fight some nasty critters?
Let's go clear the top rooms, and then we'll come down and kill some Chodens.
All right, let's do it. Carve, pick a door.
I just needed my exercise. I like going up and down multiple flights of stairs.
Stick your arm in this.
Is it a cow's butthole?
All right, so this is what appears to be a servant's room. This bed that's in here is unusually long.
Giggity.
Okay, I'm just gonna check stuff that looks worth checking.
I check for everything.
I bet my detect magic has worn off after that long rest, so I will just sit over here and get started on another ritual cast of detect magic.
I'm sure you could do that. You could have. We said that's always on, so we'll say that you did it. You woke up, you ritually cast detect magic, and you guys headed up here.
I had a dream I was ritually casting detect magic.
I think also, with all the time that you guys went up and down the stairs just now, you probably could have done it at any point. There is nothing in this room that is emanating magical aura.
All right, I'll let him know that.
There is a foot locker at the end of the bed, and there is a desk in this room.
Do either of the foot lockers look locked?
There is one foot locker, and yes, it's locked.
Oh, sorry. I would like to open it with a crowbar.
Wait, hold on. So, I know you're a big fan of crowbars. So much that I am considering swapping back with you.
No.
But I'm actually, kind of a god at lockpicking.
No. This is clearly a crowbar situation.
Colin, this is an intervention.
I don't need this. All I need is to walk over to this footlocker and open it with my crowbar. It's that simple. That's all.
When you were almost killed for prying stuff by mystical repentance. What do you mean we don't know? For 2 days, you couldn't fucking move. You
I have
slept
a
on
heart
every
condition.
bed we went to in every room. It destroyed you.
I
And
was
you're not
tired.
even considering the fact that maybe you should pull back a little bit, Stop prying like a madman.
No. I think I can stop whenever I want.
So
Yeah,
how
quite
about
frankly-
now so I can lockpick this instead of you
No,
prying
so
it?
I say pry again.
It's
I'm going to enable your destructive behavior.
I agree with Brycel. I can stop when I want to.
Did
and
you
I
say
don't want to
Pryzel?
stop. Wait.
That's funny. All right, so with my mage hand, I will pick up a feather duster and I will dust off the footlocker, and then I will hold it, open for Calvin's pry-barring pleasure.
I'm gonna walk right up, pull out my crowbar, and just glance one more time at Carve.
Just holding my set of intricate thieves' tools, which I am one of the best people who's ever used them. Double proficient. Just
There's a single
incredible
tear.
lockpick.
Single tear is running down his cheek.
Watching
What
as
I
you
want to
beat
do-
this
what I want
chest
to do-
shreds.
Is pry open this footlocker without destroying the lock.
What?
I want to break it open without breaking the lock.
Well, pry the hinge side.
You're just gonna stretch it out.
Yeah. It's a ritual. He's ritual casting crowbar.
I cast Pry as a 4th level incantation. Is that even possible? GM, are you there?
We're about to
I'm
find
waiting
out.
for you guys to do something. You know how to pry? Strength check.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't
With
I get advantage
advantage.
for having a tool?
I believe that's the sole attribute of a crowbar is advantage on prying.
I rolled a 10.
That was the higher of your 2 rolls?
My other was an 8, so yes.
Golly.
Yeah, so the issue with your attempt to pry open a footlocker / chest on the hinge side and not trying to break the lock, it's very, very difficult since the tighter area of the footlocker is where the hinge is. There's probably, a little bit more play on the lock side, so you are unable to do this. Somebody else want to try to open it?
I'm gonna side-eye carve. Like,
Step
don't you fucking
aside. Wait,
Dare. Don't
should I
you
crowbar
dare.
it just to rub it in your face?
If you dirty up that perfect crowbar, I will pry your face open.
It's fine. I want to use my lockpick anyways.
You should
Um.
try the hinge side.
I'm gonna roll Thieves' Tools.
All right.
That's a 15.
After about a minute, you are able to pick the lock.
This guy. If we're ever in a hurry, you're not allowed to use your thieves' tools.
Well, I mean, we don't know what's in there yet. It
What
could
if
be
we're
where they
in a
store the-
hurry and the only option is to use my Thieves' Tools?
Then we will die.
All right, let's see what they have in there. Poison dart collection.
It's delayed blast fireball.
In the servant's box?
So you open up this box, and inside you see a bunch of suits. Not 3-piece suits, but like 2-piece suits, maybe.
This does not look like a high-class room, though, does it?
Well, I mean, it looks like a servant's room.
That's why
Yeah.
the footlocker was locked, because they were stolen.
Very much like a butler.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Butler clothing. There's also... Well, do you pull these out?
Well, we do now that you said there's also.
Yeah, right, of course. So when you pull these out, these suits appear to be custom made for a very tall man. And there is also in here a pouch.
And what's in this bottomless pouch of holding?
You open the pouch and it looks like it contains some silver pieces and an amulet.
Is the amulet
Ooh.
glowing?
The amulet is not glowing, but it has a symbol of a skull surrounded by a skeletal Ouroboros.
I feel like the doctor would know what this is.
I
Yeah,
opened the
we
box,
can-
so rules of thievery state I get dibs on all contents.
Wait,
Yeah,
when are
man.
you a thief? We are employed by the same man.
Retired, but I still adhere to the rules.
This is gonna come up in your review. Next time you're up for a promotion, this isn't gonna look good.
It's like the old saying goes, never step between a man and his skeletal Ouroboros.
I was at this company from the ground up. What do you mean?
Just because you've been here
I'm
for a
one
long
of the
time doesn't automatically
founders.
mean that you get all of the
You can't-
promotions and raises. No. One of being the key phrase.
Well,
here.
yeah, we pretty much all of us except Bucket were at there at the beginning.
So I'm making a gesture with my hand. Nothing seems to be happening, and then I say, "Oh yeah, haven't learned fireball yet," and I walk out of the room.
Anyways, does anybody recognize this Ouroboros symbol? Is it like a god or something? I wish Bucket were here.
Any of you can do a history or religion check.
Happy to do that. This could certainly be some
I
creepy
almost rolled a
symbol.
d12. That would have sucked. Well, it sucked anyways.
Oh man, I don't know. jack
Man, I got 8.
shit. I rolled a
So-
5.
Ha! Well, I rolled a 4. So
We are
take that.
unversed in Aurora Boreae. Snakes are cool, but as soon as they bite their tails, we have nothing more to say.
That's right. Yeah, at this point you would have to probably take it to the doctor since Bucket apparently skidded off somewhere with with Cersei and Dathrin.
Clearly, there was
All right.
something out in the fog that needed their attention.
That or they're still sleeping.
Yeah, what they do in their own time, that's up to them.
Technically, this is not their time. This is office hours, but whatever.
Not like they're founding members.
Because obviously I'm the one who needs to be fired. I haven't missed a day in my life.
This is our time.
You know, how are you gonna say that it's okay to steal from the company, but it's not okay to sleep?
I'm not stealing from the company. I'm stealing from this house, which we were employed to hunt.
I can't see the difference there. We're stealing from the people employing us. What?
You're seriously gonna tell me that you would have left this bag if I wasn't here?
I mean, no, but I would have brought it downstairs to Dr. Rudolph or whatever the hell his name is.
Yes, that's fine. I'm just saying the valuables inside, I have dibs. It's fine. Let's just continue.
Hold on. Did you even check to see if they have chocolate in them?
First of all, they're silver, so Bucket wouldn't like them.
What? You don't know? Like they just don't make silver chocolate coins?
No, I don't care what they make. Bucket only eats gold foil, not silver foil.
You don't. You don't
Bring
know that?
bring our arm up here and stick it in this door.
What the fuck ever. I'm continuing on.
Fine.
This conversation has ended.
This door is locked.
Ooh.
Who wants to bet that I can pick this faster than that?
Mark did this to us on purpose.
Okay,
it's
so we're gonna race.
an opposed
Wait,
roll,
okay.
like
We're gonna
crowbar versus
Hold on.
thieves tool.
Is this door up here?
We're
Is this
gonna
one
see if
locked?
he can pick it before I can pry it. Wait,
Okay,
where
so
did
now
he-
you're
Is it
jumping
locked?
into that
I'm gonna see if we
room?
can race.
So hold on. Let me see
I mean,
what that
it's
room
not
is.
necessarily even going into the same room.
It's no fun unless we're trying to open the same
Well, you're
door.
obviously going to have an advantage if we're trying to open the same door because you're using a strength implement and I'm using a finesse implement. I got to get down and in there. Very precise, and being bumped around will seriously impede me. Whereas you, a crowbar wielder, being
Yeah.
bumped around could even add to your power.
All
He's
I'm
intimidated by your implement.
All I'm
That's
saying is
long
that
and
you
short of it.
said you were good with
I
those
am.
tools, and it's obvious from your objections that you are not.
All right now, contents, the valuables of the bag. I will bet that I can open this lock in fewer than 30 seconds.
Well, I'll have it pried open before then.
Well, no, we
do
can't do it
this.
at the same time. I'm just betting
All right.
Oh, we're gonna do it at
20
the same
seconds.
time.
How about that?
All right, Brazel raises a flag.
Wait, no.
And
We
go!
haven't started yet. He hasn't even agreed.
We'll get your tools out and get them in there. I'll let you get them into the lock.
I'm
before I
not
start
agreeing if
prying.
we're doing it at the same time. I'm betting that I can do it in fewer than 20 seconds. You can either take me up on that bet or pry this door.
I'll take that.
All right.
I keep trying my fireball.
I'm going to try to lockpick this door in fewer than 20 seconds.
Okay, so you move to the nursery door. Now you've moved back to this door?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You guys
fine,
are jumping
sorry.
around way too much for me to understand what's going on. Okay. You're going to try to pick this door in under
Yes.
20 seconds.
Yes.
I am going to say to you that it typically takes a minute and basically a normal DC to pick this. If you want to pick it faster, I'm going to raise
That's what
the
I
DC.
expected.
Okay.
I'm using my inspiration.
And as soon as 20 seconds is up, I am cracking this bad boy
23. Is that good enough?
23
Is how many seconds it takes me? No!
is it's not good enough to beat 20 seconds.
open. All right. So as soon as 20 seconds elapses,
It is good enough to unlock the door both in the normal time and maybe 30 seconds.
all right. Well, as soon as 20 seconds expires, I start cracking, and I rolled a 20.
All right, so pretty much at the exact same time that you unlock it, Calwyn pops the door, and there's no way for you guys to know who.
Yes, there is. Is the lock unlocked or not?
Yes, the lock is unlocked.
You had
and
a
the door is
20-second
popped
head
open.
start. You had a 20-second head start. Clearly, you
All right.
lost the bet.
Let me ask
At
you
the
this.
exact
What if
same
this door
time,
was made of
it
rich
pops open.
mahogany? Huh? And it was worth a lot. You just dented it.
Then
We could have sold this door.
the door is open. Does it look
No,
like
but
mahogany to you? The thing's practically falling apart on its own from age.
I just want you to know that lockpicks have value.
Which color is the is it ochre jelly, green slime, or gray ooze on the other side of the door? That's all I'm curious about.
This is another servant's room. This room is different than the last one in that The bed is normal size. This room, however, is decorated very interestingly. There is a plaque on one wall, and then there's like a hand-drawn painting on the wall, like that somebody actually drew something on the wall with some paint or something, maybe from the kids' playroom. There's also, let's see, give me some perception checks for whoever's stepping into this room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go in, but if I'll let them go first if they're ahead of me. And
16.
Perception.
23. While this
20.
is going on, I'm going to nudge Carve and just hold my hand out.
I got a 20, but a dirty 20. Not
All right,
natural.
so, well, you don't need a natural 20. So both of you, Calwyn and Bryzel, couple things. Number one, the plaque that is on the wall is a shield crossed with a spring of belladonna. And the painting that is, or, the drawing that is physically on the wall is a skull surrounded by a skeletal Ouroboros.
Ugh.
Also, on the ground, right here, God damn it.
Here?
Right there, yep, is a bag, and there is a series of long scratches and what appears to be broken fingernails on the floor that end at this bag.
Hey, Carve,
Ew.
before you go over there and mess with that and get your ass killed, I'm going to need that bag of silver.
So the two of you, well, all three of you can do this, I guess. Go ahead and give me a religion or history check.
Okay. And we've got scores on the floor, like scratches on the floor, but no, we don't actually see.
Like something was dragged, somebody was dragged into the bag.
Oh, so these
Yeah.
are human.
Is anything
fingernails.
glowing from the
Or-
ritual detect?
Yes, the bag is glowing.
Okay. I let them know that's a magic bag.
Either dragged into the bag or clambered out of the bag.
So I got 15 on my history.
4.
Did Carve do any?
It's not worth mentioning. It's another 4.
I'm still waiting on my bag.
So this thing, Bryzel, brings to mind something that I think Bucket had mentioned to you guys when he heard some voices in his head before.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you think of this sort of urban legend of the Bagman. And the Bagman is basically an urban legend about an adventurer who sought to escape doom by abandoning his party and hiding inside a bag of holding.
Ooh.
When he tried to leave, though, he became lost amid a constantly increasing number of extra-dimensional storage spaces. Over time, the strange forces of this magical in-between place transformed the adventurer into a monstrous creature. Now every night, the Bagman slips out from a random bag of holding. If he doesn't find his home, he drags someone back into the bag with him and leaves behind some trinket from his hidden kingdom of lost junk. Some say that if you speak too loudly over an open bag of holding or whisper, "Follow my voice," into a magical storage space 3 times, the Bagman will come for you.
Okay, this is creepy AF.
Okay, so we need to tie ourselves off and then have Carve stand
I
right
was
in front
thinking the exact same thing, except not with the tying part.
of it. You're going to have to give me that bag of silver first. You lost that bet. It was not 20 seconds.
Yes,
Give me the
I'm
bag,
not
stop
stalling. The GM keeps interrupting us. I'm going to hand you the bag, but based on this Ouroboros sigil, I was thinking maybe the amulet could come into play here.
But it's
Yeah,
not.
that's a good idea. But we haven't resolved the fact that this bag here in the middle of the floor is locked. I think that this is round 2, and that Carve should try to pick this bag while Calvin tries to pry it open. And I'll just be back here. I'll pass the time by chanting a couple of nursery rhymes.
You know
while
what?
You guys do
You know what? I tell you what.
Wait, is it actually locked?
No. Hold on. I've got an idea. You use your mage hand, I will use my mage hand, and together we will pry it open from afar.
All right, let me show you how to do this. And so I take a deep breath and I pull my mage hand out of my pocket.
Wait,
And-
what?
It's just
And
always
I let
active.
it float over there to keep it in my pocket. And I send it floating over there, not to the bag, but to the pillowcase on the bed.
What?
And I pull the pillowcase off the bed, and I wrap the bag up in the pillowcase.
It takes 25 minutes with a single mage hand.
Yeah. No, I'm just bagging the bag. It's
Not
not
that
that
bad.
bad.
Wait, so are you going to twist the pillowcase and then shake it to piss it off?
No, that's a good idea, though.
Oh,
We'll call that Plan B.
okay.
And then I'll lift it up, and then I will the whole time using my non-mage hand, I will be saying shh, watch what you say, guys. And I'll wrap this up, and I'll say, let's take this down to Captain Rudolph, along with that amulet, and maybe we'll be able to.
When
figure
did he
something
get
out.
promoted to captain? Now I can't disrespect him because he's my superior.
It's an honorary post. It's an honorary.
Oh,
post.
okay, I can disrespect him more.
Mark, is there anything else besides the bag glowing magically in this room?
No, but I have a question. So, is it Ouroboros?
I think it actually is Ouroboros. This is like, instead of bracer, all my life I've said bracer, and that's wrong. And the word, to me, Ouroboros has come up many times in my life. A shocking number of times, and I've always said Ouroboros, but I think it actually
I think
is
it's
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
And I said the plural was a robbery, but I think it's actually a robberoi.
A symbol of a skull surrounded by a skeletal
You're
Ouroboros.
really going to go back and edit that in, aren't you?
Fuck yeah!
And after
That's
all
exactly
the
why I
time I
did
was
it.
saying Pitten, and then Carve comes over and he's like,
I'm gonna do the ultimate strategy for recording, which is do a callback to the previous thing so you can't
Piton.
edit it out. I'm gonna do it in the middle of Carve saying something important.
No, because then he's just gonna make it sound like you're the idiot.
I'll just cut the whole speech out. So there is a desk in this room,
A non-magical desk.
but there's nothing else that is emanating a magical aura. What do you want to do in this
Are there any
room?
drawers on this desk? Or do they
Yes,
have locks on them?
they do not.
Here's the thing about crowbars is you can pry something that's not locked.
That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna go over to this desk and I'm going to gently pry open the drawers on it to see if there's anything inside that I would like.
So I also just remembered that at some point I had written the stories in those books that Bryzel was reading, like The Minstrel in the Gallery. And I never got to do those for you because you didn't play that day. You're going to open the drawers.
I'm going to pry them open.
Inside one of the drawers, you find a diary.
Oh.
Pry it open.
Oh.
Yeah, is the diary locked?
It has a very small, simple little lock on it.
Oh, baby.
Not to overstep
wait.
my bounds, you've clearly proved yourself as the superior lock. I'm not gonna say Smith. You're not quite good, but
Wow.
I think-
Wow, you're going to call me superior, but not good.
Not good.
So where does that leave you?
we don't talk about
but
that.
in fairness, man, you're about to use a crowbar on a diary. I mean,
I thought about it, but I hadn't made a motion yet. You can't prove it.
But let me tell you that on, the crook part of the crowbar, it usually ends in a little splayed end because you get it around like the head of a nail and you pry the nail out. The strap that is holding this book closed would fit perfectly with one side of that crowbar right to the
The
nail
cover
hole.
would have to be stone or metal or something in order to resist the force of the mechanical advantage, the sheer power held within.
Hold on.
crowbar's
You're assuming
pry.
I'm going to use this crowbar conventionally. When really...
You're just gonna
I
beat
could
the
use it
book to
however the hell
death?
I
Sure,
want.
how are we
I
gonna
could-
fucking read it then?
No, I was thinking about hooking the loop and then just pulling it apart. It's a diary. The strap can't be that strong, right?
That is
I
correct.
could just pull it off and it would be fine. But don't we have a key that fits this?
No, but you could also whack
okay.
it, and I bet you could break the lock as well.
I'm gonna get out my hammer.
Your diary hammer?
I'm gonna get out my diary hammer, and I'm gonna place the diary so that just the lock is laying on the top of the desk. And so, like, you know,
I
holding
understand.
it up, yep. And I'm going to gently tap this thing progressively harder with the hammer until it breaks.
All right, give me a dex check.
Oh God, I'm gonna smash my fingers. Here we go. Wait. How do hammers work in D&D?
How do hammers work?
Just roll dex, and I'll tell you if you
Just
get
look at it
anything
closely, see if it's loaded.
I've got a 9.
special. You break the lock,
Yeah.
and your hammer breaks and falls apart. Turns to dust.
It's a good thing.
You wore it out.
That I am
Reduced to
a
atoms.
crowbar man.
That
or
is
I would be upset.
That is the last diary for this hammer. This diary hammer is now retired.
Here's what happens: you whack the lock, but you're not deft enough about whacking the lock, and so pieces of it shoot off, and it scratches your crowbar that Carve is holding in his hands.
Oh no! This can't be happening. This isn't.
No,
it's
that
just not
doesn't happen.
possible. This is not. Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
dude,
that was a
bro.
joke. All right,
You can't do that.
So you
can't do
have
that.
a diary that is unlocked. Do you wish to leaf through it?
Nah, I just wanted to open it.
All right.
Someone else can do it. I'm just gonna toss it up on the desk and walk away.
Okay, I'll read it.
Cowan's actually illiterate.
Yeah, I'll grab it and I'll start reading it.
All right, so you kind of, unless you're going to spend quite a while reading it, you just
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
gonna
like
flip to the
thumb
page
through
with
different
blood on it.
Yep. Okay. So I have a couple entries here. I'll read out to you.
My God, more
and
than
then
one page has blood on it? Jesus.
Well, it's blood from your thumb. Actually, it's blood. It's blood from Cowan's thumb for the 9. 20th of Marpenoth. Today was a troubling day for the missus. She had 2 bouts of coughing that made her head light. When the second fit hit her, I'm certain she would have fallen down the stairs had I not been there bringing up the little one's waters. I dropped the waters and caught her. She didn't go completely out that time, but it was a bit of a struggle getting her back into bed. I wiped up the spilt water from the steps and brought new water before checking back on the missus. She was fast asleep, but her breathing was raspy. I said a prayer to Ezra before turning in myself. 31st of Marpenoth. I don't know why they keep asking me for things. Bring me food, bring me water. I have half a mind to bring them a slap. And that damn coughing is driving me mad. If the medicine she is taking doesn't work soon, I will make her some special medicine of my own. 7th of Uktar. What a wonderful time we had today in the nursery. Reagan and Vastian are little angels. They are very smart, too, just like the Lady Havarist. I bet they grow up to be scholars or wizards or the like. Vastian has an eye for Ezra, too. So maybe a cleric or paladin is in his future. If only children stayed younger longer. They grow up so fast. The missus had a good day today as well. She played with us in the nursery, and only one small fit of coughing. She might be getting better. I pray to Ezra she is. The 9th of Uktar. The walls are speaking to me again, driving me mad. Those damn kids. When will they grow up and get the hell out of my hair so I can have some peace and quiet? I'm beginning to think that the lady of the house is faking her illness. She hasn't so much as coughed once today, and she trailed me everywhere. I think I need to speak with Victro about helping me with some things I need doing. 15th of Uktar. I am not feeling well today. Mostly I look back at some of the entries I've made in this diary and feeling very confused. Ezra seems distant to me. My prayers go unanswered. Victro is acting strange around me as well, like we share some secret, but I don't remember sharing a secret with him. Also, I don't remember writing those horrible things in the diary. I should destroy this. 18th of Uktar. Victro is so smart. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Belladonna is the damn symbol. There must be a sign from the gods that this is how to end my suffering. First I will give the missus something to help her sleep, and then I will give those brats something as well.
Oh, no.
21st
Bitch.
of Ukhtar. I don't know what's going on. I fear I've done something horrible. I have prayed to Ezra, and I've been answered. There's a blessing upon the children's room. They should be safe from the evil that is tormenting my mind until... Victro leaped from the tower today. I saw it. I saw the deranged face he was making. Something has made ill of his mind. I screamed so loud, the rain stopped for a moment. I need to find my way from this place and whatever is making me mad. There is no date to the next entry that you flip to, and it says, "You are unwelcome. I am what remains."
Ugh. Really should be praying to somebody better than Ezra.
Aha.
Those are the entries in the diary.
That's really disturbing.
All right, so let's head on down to the doctor, or do you want to go to the other room?
As the first diary we've found, let's call this Diary A.
I just want to say I'm really impressed that we actually found the diary of the 2013 TV drama What Remains.
Yes. So I'm carrying this bag of holding wrapped up in a pillowcase with me as we go.
Okay. And it does say Agatha on the diary, so you do know this was Agatha's diary.
Oh, so it is Diary A. All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one. You said this door was unlocked?
I did not say anything about this door. Are you going to try to open the door?
No, I'm just going to stand next to it holding my crowbar and wait for Carve.
Okay.
I guess I'd try the doorknob. I don't know what you're trying to do here. Psych me out or something.
When you touch the door, for a moment, a shield symbol appears on the door and then vanishes.
All right, fucking Mr. Detect Magic, you got something to say to me about this door? Something you forgot to mention?
Well, dude.
What the fuck
do
was
I?
that? Why didn't that show up on your radar?
Yes, there is a aura of magic on this door.
Clearly, the magical bag that he is holding onto is causing so much interference he just did not see.
Don't
I'm
justify
just
this.
preoccupied with my
This
bag.
is 100% his fault.
Yeah, you know, you're right. And I just like to point out that when the narrator of our story said, "Well, do you open the door?" I took a 20-foot step backward, and you guys went straight to the door. I just want to point that out. But so, was the magic always there, or did it just appear as Carve was touching the door?
I don't know how magic works.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
It was an enchantment.
and
it was
the
probably
shield,
always there.
let's say that it was always there.
did I also see the shield?
Yes, everybody saw the shield.
Was this just a shield or a shield crossed with belladonna?
It was just a shield.
All right, I point that out. And I say, there's obviously some sort of magic at work here, fellas. Are you sure you want to attempt your...
I have a question. Is the wall directly to the right of this magical?
Does not appear to be.
All right.
Just fucking bust
I'll let
it
him know
down.
it doesn't appear to be.
I'm going to step back next to myself. And I'm going to hold out both my hammer and my crowbar, if you would like.
I've
to
already
use
got a
either one.
crowbar, but thanks.
No. You need a seasoned crowbar for this job.
Makes no sense. I'm just gonna use the one I have.
No. Let me show you. Let me show you how this is done.
I mean, kudos to you guys. I never even realized in all my years of playing Dungeons and Dragons how many things can be pried. Like, every time we come to a priable object.
Colin and I take a lot of pride in our work, and
You're lucky I didn't pry the pages of this journal that we just read through.
I pry each page apart.
Only a seasoned crowbar would have the correct sharpness on the claw end of the crowbar to achieve such prying.
These are prying times.
listen, I know I described to you in intricate detail how the power of crowbars work, and yes, a more used crowbar contains more power. But you're wrong about the sharpness. Newer crowbars are sharper, unless you take very good care to sharpen your crowbar, which, as you can clearly see, I have not.
Well, you haven't seen me rubbing this on practically every metal and stone surface in the house.
I have not seen it, but I have certainly heard it.
Okay, I am preparing this crowbar to be even better than my previously pristine and lovely crowbar that I would just love to get back.
And I took a 5-foot step away.
All right, if you really want me to use the old crowbar, I'll use it.
Here. I'm gonna hand it to you and hold my other hand out to hold your crowbar that is clearly not up to the task.
Get the proper bar held and the other one rubbed, and let's move on with what's about to happen next.
I don't hand you the new crowbar, but I'm gonna go to the wall directly to the right of this door.
I just keep taking steps back.
And it's wooden walls, right?
They are, in this room, they are like plastered,
Oh yeah, obviously.
but you assume there's wood underneath.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start whacking it with the old crowbar.
Give me an attack roll.
I look the other way.
Delayed blast fireball dice. That would be. Is that a 9 or a 6? It's a 9. That would be an 8. I'm not very strong.
You whack the wall. Now give me a...
To be fair, I didn't
Dex
cause
save.
any damage to the wall with that roll.
Yep.
This is going to be one of those
Give me
where
a
the
dex save.
crowbar,
Dex save.
it rebounds and it hits you right in the face.
right in the mouth. Gonna pry the teeth right out of your mouth.
Well, dex save is a 20.
A 20, okay. From the door, a blast of electricity hits you. You were able to move out of the way quite quickly, so you're only going to take half damage, which is going to be 18 points of electricity damage
Oh, jeez.
as you take a chunk off the wall.
Now, I am not a master of magical logistics, but if a spell is covering a large area, an enchantment spell, that whole area is going to have some amount of magical aura to it, right? I can't enchant my shield with, rune of protection and then throw it into the river and expect for that rune of protection to protect me from a dragon. If it's protecting an area, the magic should be directly applied to that area.
I think that the electric shock has just knocked you totally off your nut.
No, I
here, let me help.
understand the basics of game design.
I throw a bucket of water
Who's
on
playing a
him.
game here?
So let me, I know this is kind of Sullivan through Carve trying to give me shit. Detect magic actually doesn't work through certain objects, through a thickness of object. I know that I've made mistakes in the past and said, oh, it looks like that's something inside a drawer you can see. You wouldn't be able to see the magic aura until you open the drawer.
Yeah.
But in the case of a, let's say, an area that is being protected, if the area is inside the walls,
Yep, you're not gonna see it until
a
the
door
crowbar.
is thinner than the walls, so the door would.
Well, I didn't breach that
Probably show
barrier,
it.
did I? I didn't go very thick into the walls with my 8.
Look,
Doesn't matter.
don't
You just
be getting
don't
all
see it.
butthurt because you took 18 damage,
I'm just saying, if I didn't succeed that dexterity saving throw, I would have died.
and I would have regained my crowbar. So count your blessings.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't been using, the most prudent. Normally, you would make a chain of grappling hooks before even attempting.
That's right.
All right, whatever. I got hit by a bolt of literal lightning. Do you have any sort of means to flibber-jabber-rabber this stuff up? That's the technical
I
term.
mean, we could use our mage hand to open the wall.
That one needs to be plural. A mage hand is a very personal thing.
Based on the reach of that spell, I doubt that that's a good call.
All right, so Carver, are you still on your feet? Can you get out of there? I suggest if you can still walk, that you walk. I would say a good 40 feet away from that door.
But what if it was only a one-time burst?
Also, can you hold this bucket of salt water? I have this bucket of salt water.
I love just the from Mark. Like, yeah, go ahead, try it again. Why don't you try it again? I feel like that really was. There can only be so much magic, right? Like, magic isn't just infinite. You should just try again.
Yeah, I know the first law of energy conservation.
Could you recite it?
Yeah,
Yes.
energy can't be conjured without an equal amount of power being pulled from the ethereal plane or some shit like that.
So what you're saying is that yes, you should try again because there's a possibility that all of the magic has been
True.
expelled.
Rizel, how's the glow looking? Is it lessened?
I'm
Don't
almost
fucking
tempted to
to me
lie,
this
but
time.
I'm not gonna lie. I take a long inhaled breath through my nose, and then I answer honestly. So I'm betting it's still glowing as much as it was before.
As far as you can tell, it looks the same.
Yep.
All right.
As far as I can tell, it looks the same.
I can tell when I've been beat.
Have we tried just throwing things at the door?
Feel free to try that. I'm getting out of here.
I mean, have you tried like licking it? I mean, that works on poles outdoors in winter.
It works? What do you mean it works? You're saying that the success, if this were to go perfectly, the best case scenario would be I get stuck to it. 'Cause that's what happens when you lick a pole in the winter. And you're implying that is the success scenario.
Or is it complicated things? I just think that this one expects somebody to suffer a lot. So maybe that's what we should do.
Is there anything metal in all the trash and refuse on the floor?
Sure.
From the other side of the room, I would like to toss something metal up against the door and see if it does anything.
I would like to get as far away from possible before.
Yeah, are you going to take my advice and move? Or are you just going to stand there while we start throwing the silverware at the door?
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. I could miss. I'm just going to have my mage hand, like, full movement speed ram a piece of silverware into the door and see if anything happens to it.
Sure. So there's probably some, like, toy silverware here or whatever. And you pick it up with your mage hand, and you're gonna jab the door with it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to roll to see how hard you jab the door? Or are you gonna tell me how hard you jab the door?
Oh, I mean like full movement speed of this thing, the maximum capabilities of a mage hand, which I assume isn't a lot. I just want to see if there's any retaliation from this barrier on the door.
Yeah.
He's going to use both miles per hour.
Okay. Yeah. So if you whack the door, a radiant blast comes from the door. Give me a reflex save.
What?
A dexterity save.
Reflex save.
But I'm
What
all
is
the way
this?
across the
4th
room.
edition?
Yep.
Wait. From the hand?
5, 10,
Or-
15, 20, 25, 30. You are 30 away, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Go ahead and give me a dex save.
Oh, shit. Can I use my reaction to, to cast shield? Oh, 16.
So decide if you can use your reaction to cast shield. You might need to.
Yeah,
And
that's what I want to know.
Mark,
Can I use-
I'm probably.
Well, shield wouldn't help here unless it's specifically magic.
I'm probably
Yeah.
also no
Probably
shield.
right.
Shield raises your
Yeah,
armor
but that was
class.
dex
but
save.
yeah, this is a. Yeah. He doesn't know
yeah.
it.
What does the spell shield say? Is it when you're hit by a melee attack or when you take damage? That's
I think it's just as a reaction you can do this.
When you one reaction which you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell. So no, I can't use shield.
Okay.
Okay.
But it wouldn't have mattered anyway because this isn't like a percent to hit. It's a
I think this is still an attack, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't
right,
really
but there's
use
no
the armor
roll.
class.
It's not an attack roll. It's a save instead. So shield wouldn't be effective against that.
Right.
because
Shield
my
raises the AC.
Oh, right.
And this
right,
is
right,
a
right.
save.
Gotcha. Okay.
You need like Quicken or something.
So that is...
So, and Mark, I am 5 feet further away. Am I still in the blast area?
I'm holding onto your
Oh,
shoulder.
let me see. It's...
We're both 30 feet away.
It's actually... everybody
I
give
said
me
I'd get as far as
a-
possible, but I didn't move my
Yeah.
character.
Okay.
Carves up in the mist.
Everybody give me a dex save then. You passed.
All
Colin.
Okay.
Bryzel.
I got 8.
Okay, you failed.
I'm gonna have to drag his body.
Carve.
out.
What do you? I said I'd get as far away as possible. Did I really not have time to get
You're
away?
still 25.
So you left the room?
Well,
You're still 30 feet away.
Did you leave the room, yes or no?
No, I didn't leave the room. I'm on the far wall, I guess. I don't know.
You don't look like you're on the far wall to me. You're 30 feet away.
Life.
Oh man. This is great.
You don't need to fuck your life. This spell is taking care of that.
It really is.
I'm gonna die because you
sorry.
chose to.
Okay. All right. Sullivan, I have to apologize. But I am having a great time right now.
The DM is like, you see a
Does
toaster,
anybody lend me some
and Callan's like,
inspiration?
I jam silverware into it.
Pass.
Oh.
Yeah, you can have my inspiration.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
already rolled. Can I use it?
Yeah, well, that's up to Mark.
Yeah, you can use it.
Oh no, that was worse.
Those of you who failed, that's Bryzel and Carve, 22 points of radiant damage.
22.
Okay.
Calwin, you take 11.
Oh, thank God.
22?
That's what I said.
All right, so Bryzel he leans his head back. It looks almost like he's yawning, and that bag that he was holding with his mage hand, it just slowly settles to the ground, and then Bryzel just crosses his legs, sits down, and goes to sleep.
Is that how that works?
And that's how that works.
Yes, Bryzel has fallen unconscious.
I had exactly 22 hit points, so
I'm going to stabilize Brycel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to casually walk over to Carve, recover my crowbar, put it in my pack so that it cannot be found easily if I am searched or someone attempts to steal something from me. It is
desecrate the corpse.
it
and
is going to be wrapped up
So-
and physically tied into my bag. And then I'm going to stabilize Carve.
So that should be quite easy for you. Because Carve has fucking died.
oh
What?
no!
I
Carve
had
has not
2
died.
HP. I have 20
Yeah.
max.
No, you have 24 max.
Well, not
if you have
based on my
24 max,
rolls.
You ain't dead.
But sure.
Based on your character sheet, I see it's
Okay. Yeah, well that's not the rolled version. That's the default version. The rolled version,
Oh,
I had to
okay.
put the modifier on.
was 20.
Hold on.
But no, you're still fine. So
Okay.
even you had
Well, I took 18.
it's
right?
got
It's fine. If you want me
Look.
to set to 24, I'm happy to be set to 24.
Hold on. Before your butt hurt, let him finish.
the bottom line is that unless I'm incorrect, don't you have to get hit with twice your negative?
I think
me
it's
see.
once you're negative. But
Let's just find out.
I mean, if you had 2 and you took 22, then you would be at negative 20.
Instant death. Let's see. It reduces you to 0, and there's damage. When it reduces you to 0 and there is damage remaining, you die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum.
Okay. So, Carve, if you're telling me that you did not have 24, but you only have 20,
I'll take 24 if you want to give me 24. I'm happy
you
to
are
retcon
dead.
my HP to 24.
I mean, I just looked at it when you said, oh, I'm fucking, or before you said that, it said 24.
Okay, I'll set it 24
Now it
then.
says
It was
20.
24 the whole time. Don't even worry about it. It's 18. It's 24. 18 is whatever.
All right, so I've stabilized Carve after securing my crowbar,
24. It's 24 now. It's always been 24. It's never not been.
and I'm gonna see. I mean, how can I bring him back to consciousness here? Didn't he have a healing potion or something?
If you stabilize him, he's at 0, and then he won't be dying or anything. He needs, you're gonna have to give him like a short rest. You guys just woke up.
Just drag him downstairs by his heels.
You guys, this is what you always
knock,
do.
knock, knock.
It's the first 10 minutes of waking up for the day. We're ready for a long rest.
Captain Rudolph, we need help.
My D4 says 2 hours before I wake up.
Okay, I'm just gonna be slapping him across the face gently, like, come on, man, wake up. And when he comes to consciousness, the first thing I'm going to tell him is, our crowbar was catapulted out that window, and I'm going to point at the nearest window where I've knocked out just a single hole with the beat-up crowbar, so it looks like the other crowbar went flying out of it. And I wanted to make sure that the glass was on the other side of the window, so he doesn't know that I broke it on the inside.
Can I use insight to see if he's lying?
I feel like you're in.
Elaborate
I feel like
deception.
you're in such a haze. There's no way you're gonna catch on.
I have eye for detail.
Fine. I'll have thrown something through the window to make sure that it's legitimate.
I love it. You're on death's door.
I find that hard to believe based on my positioning in the room, but I see no reason to doubt you.
Exactly. We're on the same side here. Now, I'm gonna go over to Brycel and make sure he wakes up too.
So, yeah, if we... I don't know. Do we have like 1 hit point if he wakes us up? I don't know
Yes.
how that goes. Okay.
So do we need to take a short rest and let you guys use... Sorry. Should we go downstairs and then take a short rest with Dr. Rudolph and roll some hit dice? Because I feel like that's a good idea.
I think I left my hit dice downstairs. Guys, can you help me downstairs?
There is a chimney in this room.
I dare not find out that the Chimney Witch is actually still alive. If Carp wants to go over there and try, he is more than welcome.
I'm not getting out of this bed.
What bed?
They said you dragged me to a bed. Fine.
I'm not
Oh.
getting out of this floor.
Bryzel, do you want to check for a muffin?
Sure, I'll take a deep breath. I will pull my mage hand out of my pocket. I'll send it over there. And I'll look for a muffin.
All right. Do you want to roll a d6 or you want me to?
Oh, I can do it. 5.
That is an apple cinnamon muffin.
Guys, what do we know about apple cinnamon? I can't even remember.
They give you visions. I wouldn't risk it in your condition.
Yeah. All right. I will just put that into my pack for now. But I'm not gonna eat it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna gamble my last hit point on it.
The visions don't hurt you.
Until they make you go nuts like Bucket.
All right. Maybe I'll have a vision as to how to heal.
I am going to stand holding my crowbar at the ready to clock him upside the head if he makes one
All right,
aggressive move.
Actually, this is a legit near-death experience, isn't it? I probably should have a vision. All right, so I'll go ahead and eat the muffin.
All right. You eat the muffin.
Boy, this seems reckless in retrospect.
I am standing at the ready.
You see a vision
I see hit points.
of a woman who you assume is a nursemaid
Oh, no.
drawing a symbol on a door and saying a prayer to Ezra, and then you see the symbol disappear, and then the woman gets up and walks away.
Okay. I recount this vision to my friends, and I say, I think we've been... I think this entrance has been cursed by some priestess of Ezra, perhaps the governess of this house. I think she has fallen prey to madness.
I'm going to say that you don't think that this was a curse. You think that this was a prayer of like warding or of of hallowing, protecting this what's beyond this room, what's beyond this door.
But as I look at it closer, perhaps she was not taken away by madness. Perhaps she was attempting to protect something valuable in this room, something sacred. I wonder if there's something related to the children in this room.
You didn't happen to hear exactly what she said to know if there's like a key phrase to unlock the door, did you?
I don't think I heard anything, did I, Mark?
It
was
kind of like a vision. I think that maybe you did hear stuff. You probably heard the prayer.
And there was like the countdown theme. Dun 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 dun.
Boo. Exactly. Go ahead and give me a religion or history, whatever you're better at, with advantage. Now that you've had this vision.
Slightly better at history, so it's at least a 15.
That's good enough.
But it could be a 15.
Okay, that's good enough. You know, number one, and you know this anyway, that the symbol for Ezra is a shield with a sprig of belladonna.
Ah, okay.
in the vision when this prayer was being made, they were using a sprig of belladonna, but then they took it away, and that's when the sort of the end of the ritual took place.
They being the caster, the woman.
They being the caster.
I see.
You believe that this is an incomplete symbol on this door.
We saw the shield, my friends, but it was not the shield crossed with belladonna. I think a ritual of Ezra has been performed here, but it has not been satisfactorily completed.
No, you don't think it's not been satisfactory. You believe it's been completed perfectly.
I'm still having little apple cinnamon residual hallucination.
Yeah.
Just hold on a minute, guys. I'm getting a little bit more of a vibe.
What you feel like is it's the symbol that you see is missing a sprig of belladonna.
Only there were a way to add a sprig of belladonna.
Yep.
Which can be done while I am in the other room.
Two things we need here is Bella and Donna.
And do you remember where belladonna is?
Don't we have...
No, I don't. Did we find it like in the kitchen or something?
There's literally a greenhouse in the building.
Right.
And it had belladonna in it.
Oh, it was growing there. Okay, all right, cool.
It was the only plant that was still alive.
Yep. So
well, I have 1 hit point, so I'll just go harvest that poisonous plant.
no, I think
Okay.
we're gonna take a short rest and collect ourselves, pick up all of the poop that we have lost, and put it back in our pants.
Bryzel goes down to the conservatory and grabs a sprig of belladonna.
And pricks himself.
No, I'll do it with my mage hand.
Yep, of course he does. And he doesn't even enter the conservatory. He stands in the doorway.
Right,
and
the doorway.
mage hands a sprig of belladonna and returns up here with his 1 hit point and a sprig of belladonna.
And I don the door with belladonna.
And as you come in, I leave. Like, I'm gonna go stand. I'll leave the door open, but I'll be, like, looking around the corner.
Okay. I gently don the door with belladonna.
Yeah, so you touch the door and the symbol appears and you place the sprig of belladonna across as you saw in your vision. And you hear in your head, "Be at peace." And you hear the door unlock.
Give yourself peace. All right.
I'm going to fucking
Guys.
kill someone. It was the most stupid, simple puzzle in existence. And I was over here fearing that Clob the Smasher was going to have to come in and take my place. You guys do not want that guy being the spearhead of a company, let me tell you.
Are you going to open this door, Bryzel?
Yeah, I will gently try to open it still with my mage hand.
You're in the fucking
It's more than
mage
5
hand.
pounds.
Yeah.
The room smells fresh, as if it's been recently cleaned and aired. Not a spot of dust sullies the pair of children-sized beds and other furnishings. A skeleton, wearing a lady's dress, with a veiled hat, stares at you from where it sways in a wooden rocking chair.
Sways as
Oh,
in it's
this is
moving,
so
or sways
creepy.
as in a strange breeze?
It's rocking, as in the chair is rocking.
Don't come a knocking.
I'm not going into
Is
that
there
room.
anything in the kids' beds?
Do you go into the room?
I'll go. I will basically tiptoe into the room and move over here too.
When you go up to one of the beds, you see that there's a stuffed purple dragon, and as you approach it, a boy's voice issues forth from this stuffed purple dragon.
They are not like the others. Should we hide from them too, Reagan?
And then you hear a girl's voice say,
Well, it doesn't matter now, donkey.
and this voice replies from a figure of a tin knight on the other bed.
They got in, so maybe they're not hungry things yet.
I'll just say, I'll move to the center of the room, very calmly, and I'll say, "We are not hungry things. We have an imperfect view of your plight, and we seek to bring you peace."
I would just like to point out that you're currently all roasty toasty, probably bleeding from the ears, and you look like you may be here to start trouble.
I think I look like an excellent cigar that someone has finished in like one puff, like one long puff. That's what I look like.
You do look silly.
says the boy's voice.
There's 2 furry things hanging down near your feet.
Nice call
I
back,
might just let
Ghost.
that go.
I yell from the other room.
Mother is here, but she's not with us anymore.
She had to leave.
F.
No, she's in the chair.
So, am I seeing? Yeah, tell me about magical auras, especially since I just walked right in here without asking anything.
So, this is something that I've struggled with before. I don't think that spirits are magical. So I don't.
I think that's legit. Yeah, I mean they could just be out in the ethereal plane.
Okay, so then I'm going to
Or the
say
astral
that there's
plane.
nothing magical glowing in this room for you.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
But the toys are talking.
And there is
toys are
a
talking.
perfectly good chimney right there.
There is.
Wait a second.
Now, I can't see it perfectly from my stance directly outside this room, but it seems to me that that chimney ends up rather close to the stairwell, and I don't think it could be properly ventilated with that amount of space.
So that is where remember in the floor above or the floor below, one of them had like that weird space there. I think that's where it was done. Yeah, I mean, this map is not great. Don't worry about it.
But there's a chimney and the potential for blueberry muffin. That's all that matters.
Yes. 1d6.
I mean, I'm not going to go in there and do it. Bryzel is currently the only one inside the room.
So I'm going to address the toys and spirits, and I'm just going to say, I think something, I think a wrong, perhaps a great wrong, has happened to you all,
Yes.
and it may be necessary for us to help you
Yes, we
in
do
your next
need
steps.
help. It's very scary here. Our good Agatha, though, she helped. But she also hurt us, donkey. Yeah.
Yeah, not to interject here, but
She
I'm
also
relatively
hurt us.
confident that old Aggie fucking murdered you.
Ooh,
Maybe
you
not
say
Aggie,
bad
it's-
things.
It's hard to say
You speak
exactly.
like the hungry thing.
It seems I am hungry. I love a muffin. It seems like maybe some sort of spirit or horrible creature, or perhaps just, past trauma that came up in a poor way actually caused Aggie to go against her own will and do some horrible misdeeds to you. And maybe your mother, it's hard to tell. I'm not great at deciphering clues from diaries specifically.
With a little piece of chalk, I'll draw the ESRB rated E symbol right here on the threshold.
I believe that it's that nasty Vitro. Yeah, Vitro. He was always doing weird things. He probably filled Aggie's head with a bunch of stuff. Bunch of bad stuff. Yeah, but she didn't hurt Mommy, did she? I don't think so. Mommy was always sick for a long time.
Well, we read her
She coughed.
diary, and she said that she gave your mother medicine to help her go to sleep, and also gave you that medicine. So, if the medicine she gave you resulted in your untimely demise, I would imagine the same could hold true for your mother.
A noise fills your heads,
The noise of a failed psychology roll.
and it's first sort of like a crackling or a scraping, and it becomes louder and louder until, as one, you hear,
Found them.
I'm confident that there's not a single other antagonist in this storyline.